Hey everyone, Dave here, and this is my optimistic take on what will life look like, what will society be like 25 years from now. So a glimpse into the future. Okay, so we will live in the age of conversation. After decades of myopic, destructive and moronic groupthink, people will rediscover the joy of enlightened and balanced conversation. The aggressive and regressive tribalism that's present right now in much discourse will be replaced with complexity and richness and balance, and respect will return to public conversation. We will once again realise the kind and productive and fair societies are built on the gifts of individuals, and that the cultivation of individuality is a societal value crucial to this. Meaningless and empty slogans, currently so fashionable and thoughtlessly embraced, will largely disappear as people insist on more thoughtful and insightful debate. Freedom will be cherished. Lessons will have been learned about how freedom trumps everything else, and people will be sickened at how the previous generation surrendered many of their freedoms, their hard-won freedoms, in the face of aggressive government and media scare tactics. Education will be fundamentally different. State learning will nurture the imagination of children and students, focusing less on remembering and regurgitating facts and more on creativity, imagination, and inspiration. Failure will no longer be looked upon as a bad thing. Instead, those people who try and fail on multiple occasions will be the ones who are looked upon as ultimately the successful people. Celebrities will no longer be prominent in the public imagination, as people realise that they stood for nothing except themselves. The mainstream media will be a thing of the past, and the BBCs, Skies and CNNs of the age in which we now live will be judged as agenda-obsessed spreaders of poison and propaganda, rather than as vehicles for reporting the news in a fair and balanced way. Health and safety practices will largely die out as society recalibrates its attitude towards risk. Businesses and organisations will consider people's suitability for jobs based on character first and skills second. And workplaces will be more altruistic as a result, reflecting society as a whole. Cancel culture will be viewed as immoral and immature, the ultimate example of a society that became very, very sick. Freedom will be more important than safety. Diversity of thought and content of character will be more important than skin colour, sexual orientation, or gender. Fairness will be more important than equality. Community will be more important than identity. Individuality will be more important than groups. And authenticity will be more important than image. Thanks for listening.